What's up, everybody? It's Gordon here again. Today, I want to do sort of my final thoughts on the departure of Chris Beard from Texas Tech University heading to the University of Texas. I wanted to address this. As some of you may know, there's not a ton of people watching this channel yet, but some of you may know I am a Texas Tech guy. You can kind of see a logo right there, and on the fridge right there. So I'm a Tech guy. It hurt. It hurt even worse after Kirby Hocutt's press conference yesterday at 3:30 p.m. Central Time, in which Kirby detailed that through questions, that in October of last year, Chris Beard was essentially extended a lifetime rolling contract. It was also revealed that when Chris Beard told Kirby Hocutt he was leaving, there was no chance for Texas Tech to offer a counteroffer, and Chris Beard did not disclose the contract terms in any way, especially money or anything like that. So Kirby Hocutt, who is not necessarily the most loved person in Lubbock, Texas, but certainly sort of, behind the veil, the facade of bureaucracy that he expected to uphold, that he is expected to uphold, and did a pretty good job. But behind that veil, you could tell he was pissed, and rightfully so. He spent a lot of time talking to Coach Beard, and Chris Beard has certainly taken Texas Tech University basketball to new heights. And so for that, I do think Coach Beard, since Coach Beard has been here, Texas Tech University's basketball program has been one of the best in the state and has been definitely better than University of Texas basketball program in that period. So for that, I thank him. Certainly, we made it to the national championship in 2019. He was 9-3 in the tournament here at Texas Tech. 2 of those losses came to teams that would eventually be the national champion. The third was the University of Arkansas this last year, in a year that I still think was kind of a weird year. So, not exactly a bad run. A lot of the things he said resonated with Texas Tech fans and with West Texas in particular. There was a lot of underdog, a lot of street dog talk, 4-1, all these kinds of things. All of those sort of ideas and mentalities resonated with Tech fans, especially because Texas Tech is an underdog. We are. In spite of how good our basketball team is, or was, at least under Chris Beard, we were still viewed as an underdog. Nobody really expected us to do that well. We were in the national championship game in 2019, and, we have wonderful facilities. We have, great fans. We have all these things that you would think would make us a place where a coach would want to be. And yet as soon as the Texas job opened up, he was immediately the number one contender and eventually would go to it. I said this before. I thought it was an emotional decision. I don't think it's based on anything other than, I'm sure there's other factors, but I don't think it was money, because I don't think that, I haven't been able to track down exactly how much he's getting paid yet, but he did say that he doesn't care about money, he cares about winning. And that was actually in regards to him taking the Texas job. So, I don't necessarily think that they're going to pay him more than Texas Tech did, or Texas Tech would have. So there's that. I don't wish him ill. I certainly, it seems like a lot of what he said was him selling a brand that didn't really exist in his mind, at least. He talked a lot about street dogs. He talked a lot about finish the fight. He talked a lot about burn the boats, no retreat. We got knocked out in the round of 32, and then Texas job opens up, and he's gone as soon as his buyout drops. So, and the fact that it was announced on 4-1 is not lost on me, both in terms of April Fools, in terms of his well-used phrase 4-1, and in terms of his thoughts about, the buyout, right? Like the fact that the buyout was on 4-1, it dropped significantly. Kind of makes me think that this was kind of a pre-planned thing. But, at the end of the day, look, Kirby Hocutt and Texas Tech did what they could. They tried. I guess in his initial speech at Texas Tech when he first got hired, he said, he quoted Paul Bear Bryant, in saying, and I believe I'm getting this right, when mama calls, you got to go home. And when mama calls and tells you to come home, you got to go home. And that was in reference by Paul Bryant to leaving Texas A&M to go to the University of Alabama. And he used it saying, and he actually said, Texas Tech is mama and I am home. So if that's the case, then I guess the University of Texas is his daddy, and daddy called, and it was time for him to go see daddy. So I don't wish the guy ill will. I'm sure he had his decisions. I'm sure he had his reasons. I'm sure he had all these things. I will say that I do not wish him success. That would be asinine, Had he taken like the University of North Carolina job, yeah, sure, go up and compete. And I hope we see you guys in the Final Four, the national championship game. University of Texas, I hope you lose every conference game you play. That's not being salty. That's competition. I mean, you literally went to an intra-conference rival, an in-state rival, but more than just an in-state rival, an intra-conference rival. Like, we play you guys. We're gonna see you again. So, yeah, I hope you guys lose every conference game you play by, 20 points. That's me being salty, by the way. The 20 points thing. Admittedly, that's me being salty. Hoping they lose every conference game? Not salty at all. I guarantee you that if you go ask someone who's really into Baylor basketball, they're like, yeah, I absolutely hope Chris Beard loses every conference game because that would help Baylor, right? You don't hope success on your opponents. You just don't hope ill will. So there you go, guys. In summation, keep your eyes peeled because when Chris Beard comes to Lubbock, whew, I mean, I was kind of thinking maybe we just stand in silence and, put our guns up. But I have a feeling it will be raucous. I mean, oh, gosh, it's going to be a sellout. That stadium, that arena is going to be loud. It's going to be obnoxious. It's going to be very anti-University of Texas. And, we'll see what happens. But like I said, thank you, Coach Beard, for what you did for Texas Tech. Thank you. I wish you hadn't left in the way you had. But thank you for the ride. It was a good one. I do not wish you success, but I don't wish you ill will. And we'll see you later. This isn't goodbye. We'll see you down the road. So there you go, guys. There's my thoughts on it for what they are. Be sure to like and subscribe. Tell a friend. Comment below. Let me know what you think. Are you really mad at Chris Beard? If you're a Texas fan, are you excited? Don't say that it's overblown by Tech fans, please. It's not. You guys were thrilled when Shaka Smart left because you didn't want to have to fire him. So, or do say that it's overblown. That's up to you guys. But we'll see you guys next time.